They call Freshworks the Salesforce of India. And I don't know whether, Girish, you're going to say that's fair or not, but what you're doing is taking generative AI tools and integrating it into existing suite. Freddie, how does that work?
Good morning, Ed and Carolyn. Thanks for having me on the show. At Freshworks, we've always believed in building software for the Fortune 5 million, not just for the Fortune 500. And we have been on the Freddie journey for over 5 years now, because we all know how AI was changing businesses. And we are truly taking the same idea of generative AI to democratize the access for generative AI to Fortune 5 million companies, and specifically in the areas of customer experience and employee experience. That's our mission now.
The question is, how does it help the customers in real terms? You know, we dangle the words generative AI in front of everything at the moment, Girish. Tell us how, in practice, this helps your customer base.
Okay, I'll give you two clear examples. If you take customer service, which is our largest business, we have all seen from the days of call center and IVR how businesses have always wanted automation. So generative AI will bring that conversational style of customer self-service for all of us. And more importantly, we believe in a human augmented AI, which is, think of Copilot. So we are building an AI assistant for salespeople, support people, marketing people. So think of this new world where your employees can become even more productive, where they don't have to do the mundane, boring, routine tasks, and they can move on to doing higher productivity tasks. And that is going to make life a lot easier for all of us.
So you're thinking more of an augmented human rather than one that's replaced, Girish. What about coding yourself? Are you not having to hire as many people as you ultimately thought you would have to? Because we're just hearing from Ellen about how you can do basic coding using tools such as ChatGPT.
So I think developer productivity will definitely increase, and that will allow us to do a lot more and do it faster. And you will still continue to hire developers, but maybe the skill set of the developers that you hire may change a little bit. As you were discussing, there is more AI in demand. But we believe that overall developer productivity will go up, and that should help us do a lot more. And there is going to be plenty of new opportunities for us to kind of solve.
What's interesting is, of course, the AI hype that has today, for example, pushed Microsoft ever higher, potentially at the highest record high for the stock ever. I'm looking at your share price, and well, it's languished, to be frank. It has picked up of late, but nowhere near the highs of previous years. And I'm interested, Girish, in whether you feel that ultimately other companies are eating the AI lunch, whether that's rightly so or not so. Is perhaps the hype too much around certain names? Why hasn't yours been caught up in it?
So we are more into business productivity software. We are not like in the business of hyping up AI. So we all know what's happened to tech stocks, and we are a young public company in the process of building credibility with the public investors. And we have shown like the last 6-8 quarters of consistent, credible growth, and we'll continue to execute. And I think the markets will eventually catch up to where the efficiencies are.
Girish, I want to ask you about India. Sam Altman was in India. He was talking about the opportunity for AI. You've expanded your operations and talent pool there. Some of what Sam Altman said also invoked a response. What did you make of it?
First of all, I think that Gen AI is a great opportunity for India. We just have crossed over 5 million developers in India. I think the number was 3 million a few years ago. So this is going to be a pivotal moment. And you have to understand that from a demographic standpoint, India has a very young workforce and who's hungry to learn. And there is a lot of aspiration. And I was also amazed to see that universities in India have already started launching AI, ML, and generative AI courses. So I think this is going to be a phenomenal opportunity for India, and we are going to see a lot of startups focusing on that coming from India.